The recent events in Charlottesville are America's latest wake-up call. Racism is alive and well, and it's more well today than it's been in a while because we have a president in the White House who is a supporter of alt-right and has been for a significant amount of time. He pandered to these people during the presidential campaign that he was elected in 2016 under a cloud of dog whistle politics, which we very clearly see through. Do not be surprised if there are more Charlottesvilles to come. These people are combining their efforts nationwide. They have strength in numbers. They have millions of supporters. This is just the beginning. Wake up, America.
I've spent a lot of time these past few days thinking about what has happened in Charlottesville this past weekend. And with all my feelings and all the thoughts that I have and all the rage and anger that I felt, I have this simple message. I want to reaffirm to the community, to the public, and to the world, I want to reaffirm my commitment to work for a fair, just, and humane society. Those are powerful words, and I feel them so deeply.
What can you really say about what happened in Charlottesville this last weekend? It's pretty amazing that a group of, looks like young to middle-aged white men think that they aren't having a voice in America when their voices for hundreds of years have been the only one that people have listened to. And now that maybe a little bit of their white privilege is slipping away, they want to intimidate people, they want to have a show of force. They were all carrying, according to the governor of Virginia, they were all carrying guns. They wanted to intimidate people. They wanted to show their great white superiority, and they ended up making pretty much of a joke of themselves. It's a pretty sad thing in America that our groups feel alienated and they have to intimidate other people. I guess they actually acknowledge that white power, white privilege exists because they want to keep that power that they've always had. And they don't want to gain things by merit, by hard work. They want to keep that institutional racism well operating in America. Well, other people aren't going to stand for it anymore. We want to get rid of all those institutional racism, all different types of inequalities in America. Everybody else is sick of it, and we're going to not stand for it anymore.
Hi, my name is Jaime Alvarado, and I wish to share an observation. We need to counteract the real-deal narcissist in the Oval Office that displays ignorance to racial history and speaks covert bigotry and racism. After the Charlottesville attack, President Trump within hours equated white nationalists, Nazis, and the alt-right to racial justice activists protesting hate by declaring both sides are to blame. Within a week, Barcelona experienced a terrorist attack, and President Trump within hours denounced the religion of Islam by calling the terrorists radical Islamic terrorists. Before you discount this, why does Trump not call the Charlottesville attack domestic terrorism, as members of his own party does? Would he ever call the Charlottesville attacker a radical Christian terrorist? It is clear that we cannot be silent to what spews out of this president's mouth, because history shows us that silence equates to complicitness. We need to teach our kids to recognize when a person has a phobia to the facts, race relations, tolerance, and justice.
Thing about the Charlottesville incident and the president's response is that it is giving credence to a belief that whites only can survive in this nation and rule this nation. The reality is that is not going to happen. Nonetheless, they are confident they can eventually take over. And the president seems to be encouraging that move. It's very disturbing, and we should be alert that we should do everything we can to end the hatred and racism that these folks seem to want to foster. I have confidence that most Americans are going to see through all this and recognize where our true American values are.
Hi, I'm Pat Katisch, and what I'd like to share about Charlottesville is that despite all the hate and the violence of last weekend, I really believe that millions of Americans would truly like to see us rid racism, but many of them are afraid to take that journey because they're afraid of making a mistake, misunderstanding, stepping on someone's toes, offending someone, or perhaps alienating other people. I'm hoping that the level of outrage that we collectively experience will help people move past that fear and seek out like-minded people, programs, and opportunities to acquire the skills and courage to truly be an effective and engaged racial justice ally. We suggest you visit our Facebook page, Rid Racism Milwaukee, because you will find many opportunities and programs and organizations to help you do just that.